Welcome to Lunchtime LaunchPad. My name is Christy, and our speaker today is Nicole Jansen, and she'll be talking about how to create or how to put your business in a power position. So Nicole, can you talk about yourself?
So my name is Nicole Jansen, and I am an entrepreneur. I've owned my own business for almost 28 years. And I started when I was in my teens. I started my first official business when I was 16. I was already running a lot of the back end of my parents' business at that time, doing a lot of back end ordering at a home-based business that was doing very well. And so I've just been knee-deep in entrepreneurship. In starting a business, businesses they go through different phases, right? And so, you've got Starbucks or one of the, you can see all the major brands out there, in the food court even, and they've been around for a while, and so they've reached a stage of business where they've been very successful, but they didn't start out there. And so the power position isn't an ego thing. It's not, it's really about how to take your business from invisible to power, where you're known in the marketplace, where you're like a household name. And so how do you get to that position? Well, first of all, you got to know where you start off. Well, the first phase is invisible. At the stage of invisible, you've got no income coming in. You're in total idea phase. Like, this is start off. The first thing you do is you ask questions. You open up the lines of communication, and you serve first. So you go out into the marketplace, start asking questions. Maybe you do a free workshop. You see people do that a lot of times on social media, offering free workshops. They're going out and they're serving the community. And so that's how you get from that's invisible. And then the next phase is an emergence. And once you've kind of calibrated, you've done your research, your market research, you understood what the market wants, what maybe some of your competitors are doing that is working really well, what some of your competitors are doing that maybe not working so well, and maybe that's where the opportunity is for you to solve a problem that's there. And so once you've got that, then that's when you start to get an emergence. People start to get to know you because you've opened up the lines of communication. You've been talking to people, maybe finding some people that might be good connections for you, to introduce you to people. And then that's when you start to market. You invest to market, into marketing materials and all that kind of stuff, and then prepare to deliver the product. So invisible, emergence, and then there's actually a phase. Everybody wants to get to a place of stability where you're starting to make money, and you're profitable, and everybody wants that, right? But there is a phase in between there, and oftentimes this way I like flip charts so that you can visualize it. But if you imagine, it's like invisible, emergence. Everybody wants stability, or it's normal operations, but in between here there is a phase that's called chaos. So if you imagine, it's kind of like my dad used to call it Tylenol, no Tylenol. Okay, so it's like, feast and famine, up and down, right? Your cash was going up and down. Now you got clients, and so you get all these, let's say you get a great project and you're starting this project, it's awesome. You've been promoting yourself, and now you're busy on the project. So you got this client, you're working on that project, but while you're working on that project, you're spending all this time, and what are you not doing? Oftentimes what happens is you're not doing marketing, right? You're not busy, you're not prospecting because I'm too busy, I can't go out and do that now. I've got to serve my customers. And what it does is it creates this up and down, and it creates chaos. So how do you get out of chaos? Number one is you got to have good systems. You got to have some good systems in place to be able to delegate to other people, to have systems of team, right? Number two is you need to focus. You need to focus on what it is that you're good at, so your core competency. And the third thing is leadership. It's the mindset that you have and being willing to take risks, but taking calculated risks. So and sometimes when people are in this phase, they start taking desperate risks. And there's a big difference between calculated risks and desperate risks. Accountability and accounting helps you to take calculated risks. Let me back up. So chaos, you move up to stability. At stability, you don't go off and try all these fancy new things and say, great, we're going to open up a new division. You don't do that there, because now you're just in the positive. Things are starting to even out, right? So now what you want to do is you want to course correct. You want to tune. You want to dial in, right? If you've ever watched race car, when you watch the race car, like IndyCar or Formula One, if you notice they come into the pits, they do slight tweaks on the front end suspension. You don't see them turn. They don't do that because the car would be off, right? It's just slight tweaks, and that's what you want to do in your business. You're now making money. Let's tweak, slight tweak, slight tweak, slight tweak. Let's dial it up. Okay, now we've got a lot of excess cash flow. We're at abundance. Now we can start investing, not stealing from Peter to pay Paul. Now we have enough that we can invest in something, taking calculated risk, not jeopardizing the golden goose, so to speak, to go and expand into another area.
Let's give Nicole a hand.